Just the sort of thing my grandmother always gets me.
Yeah.
Well, what are you doing here?
Oh, you know, just looking around a little, killing some time.
That's right. You haven't exactly met Ryan, have you? That's Billy. We went out together once. Didn't work out too well. Well, where did you put that sweater I showed you?
Which one? You've gone through every sweater in the place.
You don't mind, do you?
Anyway, I guess I should probably get going. See you around.
So listen, about this party coming up. You know, the costume party here at the Avalon?
What about it?
Do you think you feel like going?
Well, it's a little ways off. I haven't really thought about it. Is this, like, a formal invitation?
Well, yeah, very formal. You know, I wasn't going to make the same mistake twice. About assuming you want to go somewhere with me.
Yeah, Matt and Ashley's party. To tell you the truth, I was kind of hoping we could forget that ever happened.
Yeah, so was I. But in the meantime, would you like to go to the party with me?
Well, I don't know. I mean, anything could come up.
Like what?
Oh, the dog might need a bath, or there might be something good on TV.
Oh, well, hey, I wouldn't want to get in the way of anything important.
Still, I'll see what I can do. Just this once.
So it's a date then?
It's a date.
What did you do to yourself?
Well, nothing much. I guess the human ankle just wasn't meant to support the weight of a 200-pound defensive tackle.
Sounds painful. You better get off it. Apart from that, how was practice?
Really great. Ran some new plays. Interesting. Actually, it was lousy. More than usual. This whole day has been lousy.
You want to talk about it?
On the way here, I ran into Brittany. She's with some guy named Ryan, whoever he is. It seemed like they're having a pretty good time.
Oh, yeah?
It's just a lost cause, isn't it?
You mean football or Brittany?
Both. I mean, I joined the team to impress Brittany, and now she won't even talk to me.
She'll come round.
And the worst part is, everybody's starting to notice what a lousy quarterback I am, including Brittany.
So, what are you going to do about it?
You tell me. I mean, how long can I pretend I'm still on the bench because I haven't learned the offense yet? It's been 2 weeks. A wombat could have learned it by now.
So why don't you just quit?
Oh, great. First I'm a lousy quarterback, then I'm a quitter.
It's not quitting, just, I don't know, improving your time management. Tell them you're behind in school, and you have to catch up.
Who's gonna believe I care that much about my grades?
Well, then tell them your dad says you have to. I'll back you up.
Oh, that's even better. Gee, guys, I can't play football anymore because my daddy won't let me. That's even worse than being a quitter.
Well, then it looks like you're stuck.
Great.
Unless you really did get hurt, of course.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, nothing. Just a thought. Still, too bad that defensive tackle didn't land on your ankle a little harder. That would have solved your whole problem.
Thanks, Loyal.
Hey, don't mention it. I guess I better go. See you at home.
I shouldn't even be talking to you.
Now what did I do?
Don't pretend you don't know. All those things you said to me.
I was only trying to be honest.
You were being really unfair. I mean, I'm not responsible for everything that goes wrong.
Come on. You still don't think there was anything wrong with forging that note from Brittany?
I didn't say that. Okay, I admit it was a bad idea. And maybe you were right. Maybe I do feel a little jealous of her sometimes. But that didn't give Brittany and Billy the right to say all those awful things to me.
Well, what do you expect? I mean, you can't do things like that to your friends.
Will you stop saying things like that? It's not like we were real friends or anything. I mean, Brittany can really get on my nerves. Okay, so we were kind of friends. And maybe I kind of wish this hadn't happened. Look, maybe you could do me a favor.
Like what?
Go talk to Brittany. Tell her, you know, that you think maybe I'm ready to forgive her.
Look, if you want your friend back, I think you should go and apologize to her.
Hi, Chris.
Your mom said you were up.
Yeah, since about 5, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't sleep that well either. So, when do they, do it?
You mean test me for leukemia?
Yeah.
I'm going to the Children's Hospital at 10. And once I've had the test and things check out, we can get back to normal.
Sounds good to me. So, is the test, gonna be painful?
Apparently it's not much fun, but the doctor said it shouldn't take too long either.
And when do you, find out?
Pretty soon. Maybe even this afternoon.
Yeah? Then listen, maybe it'd be okay if I stop by after school?
You don't have to do that, Chris. I'll be fine.
Yeah, I know you'll be fine. And I know I don't have to do that either, but well, I'd kind of like to. As a friend.
Okay. See you after school.
You bet.
But listen. Don't tell anyone else about this. I mean, there's no sense in everyone getting all worried about it.
Yeah, sure. Hang in there, huh?
Thanks. Say anything. Anything at all and you're dead.
What happened now? Did a 200-pound bedbug fall on it?
I mean it. If you want to see your 14th birthday, just keep your mouth shut. Look, the ankle got worse during the night, okay? It ached the whole time.
You're complaining because your foot wouldn't go to sleep?
You don't believe me, do you? Your own stepbrother.
Hey, of course I'll believe you.
Then act like it, okay?
Is there something you wanted?
Well, sort of. I mean, look, I probably shouldn't say anything, but I was just talking to Jennifer.
Were you really? That's nice, because I'm not.
Yeah, I know. And that's what I want to talk to you about. You see, Jennifer's really upset about what happened, and...
What happened to you?
Oh, no big deal. Just, wrecked my ankle playing football. Probably just a bunch of torn ligaments or something.
But you looked fine when I saw you last night.
Yeah, well, that's the thing about ankle injuries. They don't seem so bad at first, but all of a sudden, so much for football.
Does this mean you're quitting the football team?
Afraid so. I'm really gonna miss it. Guess I'm just gonna have to wait till next season. I should probably go sit down somewhere.
Need a hand? I could carry your books for you.
No, that's okay. It isn't easy, but I'll manage. I always do. Hey, say hi to Ryan for me.
I'll get it.
No, that's all right. Thanks.
Make you pay for them, if they get wrecked.
Yeah, I think I've already bought major portions of the library this year.
So, how's it going?
Oh, not bad, I guess.
How are things at home?
Well, could be better, but at least it's quieter. There's less fighting with Dad gone. And less money, too.
I bet.
I was kind of thinking of getting a job, to help out a little with the bills.
Yeah? So what'd your mom say?
Well, she said it's not my responsibility, so I shouldn't worry too much about it.
She's right. But it's really good that you offered.
Well, a guy's got to pull his own weight. I mean, it's not like I'm a little kid anymore.
I haven't seen Russ today. How's he doing?
Well, he's not coming to school today, so I guess he's still not feeling too great.
This has been going on for a while now. I mean, you don't think it's something serious, do you?
Nah, nothing like that. He'll be back soon, maybe even by tomorrow. Anyway, the bell's gonna ring. I'd better go.
Do you have a couple of minutes?
Not really. Why?
Well, I was kind of hoping we could, you know, talk. Look. About that note. I've been thinking about it, and I guess it wasn't a totally great thing to do.
It was a totally lousy thing to do.
Okay. It was a fairly lousy thing to do. But even so...
I thought you were my friend. And then you turn around and do something like that?
But it's just that it was...
Actually, that's not quite true. To tell you the truth, I never really did see you as a friend. Because I always knew what you were like. And forging that note just proved it. You're not the sort of person I want to have anything to do with.
Well, that's just fine, Brittany. Because I could never stand you either.
Oh, is that so?
You're totally stuck up, and you're totally shallow. And one of these days, you're going to get exactly what's coming to you.
Ah, you collect cards, huh?
Yeah, well, guys do sometimes.
Hey, this is Robbie Almar's rookie card. In a few years, it could be worth something.
You know something about card collecting?
Got hundreds of them at home. Baseball, basketball.
Wow. I never would have pegged you for a collector.
Why not?
Well, you just don't look like the type.
You mean because I'm a girl?
No, of course not. I just meant, Okay, I guess I did mean that. You just don't expect a girl to know about baseball cards. Even about baseball.
So how much do you know about baseball?
Well, some. I follow it pretty closely.
Then what was Babe Ruth's lifetime batting average?
About 320?
Not bad. For a guy. Most people are way off. It was 345.
Hey, you really do know something.
Oh, a bit. Looks like we're gonna have to have ourselves a sports trivia contest sometime.
Sounds good to me.
You wanna hear something really strange? Looks like Chris and me are actually talking to each other again.
How'd that happen?
I'm not really sure. Except all of a sudden the guy's really changed. Carrying books home for a sick friend. Making like he actually cares about people. I mean, can this be the Chris McDonald we all know and loathe?
To tell you the truth, I've noticed a change in him too.
So what gives? Is he really different all of a sudden? Or have we all been misjudging the guy?
Well, maybe a little bit of both. Speaking of major changes, have you seen Dave and Stacy lately?
Yeah. They look like they're having a good time together.
Yep. They're the happy couple again.
Well, good for them. I mean, isn't it good?
Of course it is.
And how come you don't look so happy?
No, it's not that. It's just... Well... It was nice when it looked like me and Dave were getting to be friends. And now we won't be able to spend so much time together.
Why not? I mean, if he's a friend... Hang on. You mean you like him more than that?
Well... Yeah. I mean, there was nothing really happening between us. But... I guess I was starting to hope. Look, there's no point even talking about it, is there? I mean, Dave and Stacy are together. I'm happy for them. Really.
Chris? Do you know where Russ is? I dropped by his place this morning and no one was home.
Yeah, he said something about going to the doctor.
Again?
Yeah, they just want to do some test.
What sort of test?
Well, I'm not really sure, just some test.
I bet it's for mono. Russ was worried he might have that.
Yeah, mono. That's probably what they're testing for.
I sure hope he doesn't have it. I mean, mono can be a major drag.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, being tested for something isn't the same as having it.
Let's cross our fingers. Do you know when he'll get the results?
No, he didn't say. Listen, I've got to go.
So how's the wounded warrior?
It hurts worse than ever, okay?
If you say so.
In fact, I just had a meeting with the coach. Told him I had to quit the team.
What did he say?
Well, he totally understood. He's had leg injuries himself, so he knows how painful they can be.
Leg injury? I thought it was your ankle.
Yeah, well, your ankle's at the end of your leg, isn't it?
Come on. It's just you and me here. So why don't you just admit it? Your ankle's fine.
It's totally wrecked, Loyal.
Yeah? Then, what would you do if I stole your drink?
Very funny. Now put it back.
Come and get it.
Well, how can I? I can't even walk.
Maybe you've had some sort of wonder cure while you've been sitting there.
Put the drink back now.
See you later, Gimp.
Give me that.
Now that's what I call an amazing recovery. What a weenie.
Well, I did what you said. I apologized to Brittany. And you know what she did? She threw it back in my teeth. Treated me like dirt.
So what did you say?
I let her have it. Right between the eyes. Both barrels. Told her exactly what I think of people like her. Boy, did that feel good.
Yeah?
Well, of course. She deserved every word of it.
But what good did it do? I mean, you still lost a friend.
You know, you're starting to sound exactly like Mom.
I'm just making a point.
Okay. So maybe I didn't exactly accomplish anything. Just made Brittany hate me. Same way everyone else does.
Come on. That's not true.
Yes, it is. So don't bother denying it. And go ahead. Tell me it's all my own fault.
I wasn't gonna say that at all.
But you were thinking it, weren't you? You said it just the other day. Brittany was the only friend I had.
All I meant
Well,
was...
fine. It doesn't matter. Because I just don't care.
How could I be so stupid? I mean, faking torn ligaments just to get off the team. I must have torn ligaments in my head.
Yeah, well, hey, it was a pretty interesting idea. And it almost worked.
I'm never gonna live this one down, Dave. When people find out...
Hey, I won't tell anyone. Maybe Brittany won't either.
Brittany. 5 billion people in the world, and she's the one who had to see me running around without the crutches.
You know, sometimes it just doesn't pay to get out of bed.
You want to hear the stupidest part? The only reason I did this whole thing in the first place, I actually thought she might admire me for being hurt. Man, am I pathetic.
I don't know about that. Just kind of sounds like you're hung up on her.
Well, what does it matter? I mean, there's no point in being hung up on someone who thinks you're a total weenie.
Billy, wait. I didn't mean to laugh at you.
Go ahead, I'm getting used to it.
Still, you've got to admit, that was pretty funny.
Oh, I'm glad you think so.
You'll think so, too. Someday.
Oh, yeah, right. That's just what my grandmother always says. In 20 years, you look back at this and laugh.
Come on. You're just overreacting. Sort of like I did when you yelled at me about that note.
Yeah?
I mean, I had every right to get mad at you. After all, you dumped all over me in front of my friends. Still, if I was you, I might have done pretty much the same thing. So maybe we can try being friends again?
You mean that?
Yeah. We can even try getting together sometime. Oh, and just in case you're wondering, Ryan's just a friend. We're not going out together or anything.
Sorry. I didn't mean to scare you.
Hey, no problem.
I tried the bell, but no one answered, and when I saw the light on down here, I figured I'd just come in.
I guess my mom must be in the shower or something.
I sure hope the neighbors didn't see me. I mean, they'd be on the phone right now telling the police your house was being broken into. That'd be a story to tell. The day I became public enemy #1. Hey, I'd be famous. My picture in all the post offices across the country. And so, they did the test? And?
I've got leukemia.
Is there any chance they've made a mistake?
That's exactly what I thought when the doctors told me. This can't be real. You've got my test mixed up with someone else's. It turns out they don't make mistakes like that. I've got leukemia, Chris.
So, well, what does this mean?
It's serious. The kind I've got... Well, the doctor says it's not the worst kind. But even so, some kids don't make it. A lot of them do get better, though. The doctor says that's something I've got to remember. A lot of kids beat this.